Hello, everyone. Hello. It's your girl, Sha'Nail Monique, Sha'Nail Monique.com. Again, let me say it for the folks that missed it the first time. Sha'Nail Monique.com. Hold on, I gotta say it one more time for the people in the back that did not hear me. Sha'Nail Monique.com. A three-strand cord is not easily broken. So I have to say it three times for you guys so that you can understand, hallelujah, Lord, how strong it is. Today, I want to welcome you, name by name, person by person, to the Power Moves. Power Moves. We have a new anthology that is coming out. Good evening, Queens. Good evening. If I can't see your name, just go and click on there so they can show your names. But I want to welcome you to the Power Moves. It's the Entrepreneur Takeover. Come on. And this is Women's History Month. Let me just tell you how powerful that is. This is Women's History Month. And we're the entrepreneurs. This is the Power Moves, and we're the Entrepreneur Takeover. And so we have a special guest coming up. You already know who I am, but I got to bring her up because let me tell you, she's someone that I truly respect. She is dominating her industry. She's making power moves. Let me just tell you. And if you don't know her, you better get to know her name and tell you because she's going to make sure you know who she is. She's a Bahamian. She's from the Bahamas, which is where I want to live. So, and she is doing great things in her business. She's one of the top money earners in her company, the president. She is a leader in her industry and in her business when it comes to, being a brand ambassador. Also, I mean, she's a wonderful woman of God too, as well. So I do want to bring up no other than Dr. Anastacia Lewis. Y'all give her a round of applause. That's my hey, Dr. Anastacia.
How are you? Greetings from the Bahamas. You know that it's better in the Bahamas.
It's better. I said I wanted to live there.
Thank you for having me this evening. It is March the 4th. I'm so excited about this conversation this evening, and I'm so happy. And of course, I know who you are, Sha'Nail Monique, Sha'Nail Monique, Sha'NailMonique.com. I just wanted to say that for you.
And you always say it every time we talk.
That's right. That's
Well, we're
right.
excited to have you to be a part of the Power Moves, the Entrepreneur Takeover, because you are a powerhouse all by yourself. Can you tell me what is one thing that makes you a powerhouse all by yourself?
Well, I have to start here. I want to, thank God because basically, when anyone taps into your creator, your power comes from him, first and foremost. And so you ought to know who you are. Once you know who you are a powerhouse. You understand? Because you get your instructions. Everybody has their own gifting. And so you tap into your creator, and your gift will make room for you, and you will do powerful things, because sometimes people think that the power is only for a certain set of people. No, 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 no. Every good and perfect gift comes from above. So you have it. So you tap into it, and you are a powerhouse too. So now I'm owning my power. You own your power. It's just as simple as that. And all of us have different powers. We just collaborate and put it all together, and we're able to better one another because iron sharpens iron. And that's why I'm here with you, because I see your power. So I say, hey, let me connect to another powerhouse. We'll just have more power and more power.
And I love you for every bit of it. I'll become a student around you. They say you never know too much. You can always learn something new. And you teach me something every time I talk with you. So, and I love that about you. Because that's powerful. Like you said, iron sharpens iron. If you ain't with someone that can pour into you, or you help them as well, it ain't a good relationship, right? The-
Uh, that's right. And what is so good about, because I want us to talk about today, and we're in the third month of the year, the only month of the year that gives a command, and that's why we are here. We are here to give some injections, some B12 shots. We're here to put some people in the hospital, because some people, they've been pregnant a long time, and they may be afraid to push. So we have to, put them in the hospital and give them an emergency C-section so that they can bring the baby forth, you know.
yes.
And so sometimes, we have to be midwives just to push it along because the dream is there, the idea is there, but it's time for it to be birthed. And so that's why we're here on March the 4th, so we can tell people it's time to go. You have some people slunking around, getting distracted. Somebody offering them some ice cream, somebody offering them some candy. Hey, come get some candy. You know you're not supposed to have that candy. Let's go. So some people are getting distracted along the way. So we have to kind of step back 2 minutes and pull them forward. And I think that's very, very important because I think everybody needs that person to hold them accountable to get where it is that they need to go. I truly, truly believe that. And I have some people who hold me accountable. And I think it's important. I think that when you want to go to the next level, you're not going to have a problem with somebody holding you accountable because that's exactly what you want and what you need. And so, and powerful people do that. Powerful people make powerful moves, and a lot of times the moves are uncomfortable, the moves are unprecedented, the moves disrupt a lot of environments, but the results, oh my goodness, the results are astronomical. The results, when people succeed, so many people win, especially if you're talking about mothers and wives. When mothers and wives succeed, that trickles down to so many people. It trickles to their husbands, it trickles to their children, and then, it trickles to the in laws and to the cousins. I mean, it affects the entire community when women win. So we are here to disrupt some environments and for women to pay attention that it's time to move. It's time to make some power moves. It's time to really change the trajectory of your life because people are dependent on you to win. Do you have people dependent on you?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep. I have a lot of people depending on me, and it's the people that are connected to me that are supposed to waiting on me to birth everything that God has put inside of me so that they can go forth. So as March 4th, we're marching forth and telling women it's time to go ahead and go in the hospital and birth that thing, that purpose that God has put inside of them. And you know it best. You know it best.
So, but I want to also edify your organization, Elite Business Women. And I'm excited, like I said, because we're talking about power move, some power moves, and I want you to kind of, edify some of the women that are doing this with us because uh, we need, and I know for a fact, anybody who's achieved any level of success, success is not a secret. They put it in a book. Anyone, anyone who's successful, they have the right heart, they want to pay it forward, they tell you what they do. So success is really not a secret. You just have to seek out the knowledge. And so the knowledge is being put before you in this book, Power Moves. So I want you to talk about what gave you, because you're the visionaries. I just helping you. You in charge. Right now. I'm only helping you. How did you come up with power moves? Because when I saw that word power, that immediately hit my belly because I like the word. You know, power is such a good word, and so I want you to say how you got how it hit your spirit to really put this book together, Power Moves.
I'm muted. They said it was a little feedback. So the way that I'm doing the feedback is when I mute each other, the feedback doesn't come. So that's how we're doing the feedback for to get through with this. But the way that Power Moves came about is that this year is I was my 40 I was 41 for the 41st birthday, and I know you just had a birthday. Happy birthday to you. Look, I can't sing, so but I just I'm gonna tell you that I thought about this was my 41st first birthday, and I said it's time to make some power moves, because power moves, it basically you move and you take over and you dominate in your industry or whatever it is that God put inside of you, and you don't let the any kind of excuse come. You don't let anything stop you from getting to your purpose. And so, what I thought this year was I have to make some power moves with God first, because He's ahead of my life and the center of everything. But He has to put we already have that power inside of us, with Him inside of us. So, I have to use that same power to make the moves, because He already put it in me. Why I can't make the moves? Because it's already in me. And so as I thought about it, I said, what can I name this anthology for women to be inspired to step into who God called them and who God created them to be? But power moves. We're making decisions each day in our industry, in our business, in our life, that they're powerful. And I don't know who's not, because I know every decision I make is a power. It's got to be a power move, or it won't move. It won't go nowhere. So, so that's how I came about power moves, and then I decided to let others get in on it, because I know other successful women are making power moves in their industry, and it's no competition. I want them to tell their story as well. And I have Lanisha on here, Bridges. She's a part of the book as well, and she's making some move in her industry, dominating the coaching industry and doing all these events and speaking, and then she's having events as well. And when I see women move like that, with being fearless and moving and without any excuses, and not even worrying about helping those other sisters move and continuing to be a leader, I love it. So that's how I came about, power moves, and let other women continue to come and tell their stories as well, because we all got a story.
That's good. And in hearing that, when we talk about power moves, because it all depends on your perspective of it, because what I think is powerful, you may not think is powerful. So I want us to dive in a little bit about what we think is something that's powerful, and how we can move forward with power moves, especially those of us who are in business. And so and I basically, I'm talking from my perspective of power. My perspective of making power moves would be, number one, like I say, connecting to your creator. Number two, moving. And when we talk about moving, we're talking about making decisions that are going to relay major results. We want results that are astronomical, because we have to be able to sustain our families and then be in the overflow to be able to help other people. That's what I think powerful is. If you are trying to help people from your need, you're going to be bleeding all the time. Okay.
Oh,
And we just tired of that. We're tired of leading and bleeding. We have to be able to pour from an overflow. So in order to make powerful moves, we have to connect with powerful people in reciprocal relationships. So when we say the goal is to make $100,000, the person who you are in connection with is in agreement 100% with the $100,000. Because if we are not in agreement, how can two walk together unless they agree? So if you only want 10,000 and I want 100,000, it's gonna be hard for the relationship to be reciprocal, because what's gonna happen is you're gonna give 10% and I'm gonna give 100%, And I'm going to be frustrated with you because I won't be able to move powerfully because I have somebody on my team who only want 10,000 and I want 100,000. And so in making these decisions for these power moves, we have to be clear on communication as to what it is that we want, who we want to do business with, the time frame we want to do this with, the activity we want to carry out in order to get it. If you don't know something, seek out the information so that we have clarity as to what it is that we want to do, and then move with the speed of implementation in order to get it done. Because we are, procrastination is like self sabotage. Because whenever you have to be waiting and waiting and then delaying and delaying, number one, time is going. Number two, you may be missing some of your divine connections that are on the road. They're in position, but you way back there. So you missing them because you're not in the right spot. And then you're talking about things happening which could delay your appointments, like because you waited so long, and the minute you decide to go, your car tire got flat because you were supposed to go on 2 weeks ago, and had you gone 2 weeks ago, the tire may not have been flat. So all of these things cause us to be in a delay mode, cause us not to be powerful. So procrastination causes us not to move with power, and that is why we still can go back to the accountability section of it, where listen, Sha'Nail Monique, I need to do this by this date. I'm going to need you to make sure that if you see this date come, you call me to say, did you do what you say that you were going to do for this particular date and time? And so you have to kind of have like an inspection process going on to make sure that we actually succeed. And in making powerful moves, you want to be around people who are actually working. You won't be with winners. My platform, sit with the winners. The conversation is different. You don't want to be with whiners. You don't want to be with people complaining all the time, because complaining is not a powerful move. It's not. So we don't want to do that in this season. And then on top of that, complaining actually tells God we don't trust him. Like God don't know what's happening, and so we got to be complaining about the whole thing. And a powerful move, this is one that I learned a couple years ago, is called emotional intelligence. We can let our feelings cause us to lose out big time when our feelings get hurt or we get offended. A lot of times the offense is the fact that we don't want to do certain things and somebody is telling us to do this and we just don't want to do it. And a lot of times, a lot of people see people with success and they think that it was an easy road for them. And when you tell them what you have to do, they think you don't have to do all of that. So they think that there's some shortcuts, there's some little loopholes that they can jump through. And then when they do these stuff, jump to the loopholes and go around, instead of they take the straight road, they realize that they ended back up in the same spot. And so with accountability and with being with powerful people, with checking your emotions, why is it that you are upset when somebody tells you, no, don't do it like this? Check that out. Okay. Check to see if the person has already done what it is that you want to do, to see if it's a credible voice. And so a powerful move is understanding which voices to listen to, and it's called the law of recognition, because you have some people who would intentionally tell you the wrong things just because they don't want you to get ahead. So, you have to have sincere discernment, and you have to learn how to ask direct questions. And there's nothing wrong. If you have someone's best interest at heart, you shouldn't have a problem with them asking you direct questions. Okay, I'm doing this because I just want to understand why I'm doing it. And they should be able to answer you if they don't have any ulterior motives. It's no big deal. You can answer because they're trying to learn. So it's a reason why, they're asking you, why do I have to do this? Or or can I do it this way, or can I do it the next way? So it comes with a lot of communication and a lot of emotional intelligence. And one thing Dr. Miles told me was the fact that when you want to get ahead, most people don't want to get in a vulnerable state to learn. A lot of times, a lot of people don't understand a lot of things, and they feel as though they're going to be embarrassed if they ask a question. I'm the type of person, if I don't know, I'm going to tell you I don't know. I don't know. So please educate me on it so I can know. Everybody doesn't know everything, and a lot of times you miss out because if you had known, you would have made a power move. So now you can't make the power move because you didn't say that you didn't understand. So we have to, and that still ties into emotional intelligence, And so there's some things that I see you doing, I, you know, I can't do, and I'm not gonna try to do. I'm gonna ask you. Listen, Shanae Monique, Shanae Monique, ShanaeMonique.com. Listen, I need you to help me with this because that's not my area. I can teach. I can come up with a marketing strategy. I can say to you, I can help you to interview the people to get your team together because I like to assess personality types because I like psychology. But when you're going to ask me all the tech stuff and stuff like that, I'm going to ask you. You understand what I'm saying? So you see why we need to collaborate and all goes hand in hand so everybody gets the money. I get some, you get some, the next person gets some. So we got to put this thing all together. That's what we have to do. Now, I was talking long so you could interrupt me at any point in time.
I love to hear you talk. I love it. I let you go ahead because the thing is, I listen. You have to be a good listener as well when you're in business. You have to listen and learn. And so when you was talking, you were talking about the law of implication, implication. I think that's what you said. Yeah, the law. Is that right?
Oh, I know. I was talking about the law of recognition, recognizing the voices that you are to listen to.
So recognizing the voice and implementing the plan. You said implementing the plan because the procrastination is you don't want to do it. And the thing is, we came up with this, having this meeting, having this broadcast in a couple of minutes. You said, let's do this. I said, let's go. And implemented what you said do. Correct?
That is correct. If you want to do something, you apply the speed of implementation and you put the plans in place right away. Because if you don't, that's how the enemy works. He can't stop you, but his job is to distract you so you don't do the work that you say you're going to do. That's why. And so one of the key strategies to combat the enemy is to move.
Ooh, to move and do power moves, because when you do power moves you implement the plan and you dominate because you're still have that zeal, you still have that excitement about that situation, that plan, so you put it through and you make it at least in a date and let's do this. And that's what she told me, get this together, get this, and I said okay, I got it, and then we put it through, and this is where we're at right now, talking about the power moves and how you make power moves. And that's how you make power moves. You don't want to miss an opportunity to have Dr. Anastacia Lewis on your live. So you have to you have to move when she say move, because she's a very busy woman with all the organizations she has. I have to edify her organizations because I got her bio right here, y'all. And with and so I do want to just talk about, you have your we put it on the flyer. We just put it on the flyer when we put it out. And let me just tell you, she has her own memory, the Women's Wife Entrepreneur Network International. And so I want her to tell a little bit about that as well. That's a power move all by itself.
Yes, and I got that because of my business. I am also a platinum president with Artist Life, and it's been my business this year makes 15 years. And as I began to do business and as I began to network with women, I I was seeing that I was bringing women together from different industries, and so I just put it together, Woman Wife Entrepreneur Network, because not every woman is a wife, but I want to include all women, and then also the wives as well, because I am a wife, and sometimes you need that support, and you need a system of how do you do this or how do you do that, how do you juggle this, how do you juggle the next thing. And I like to teach on the Proverbs 31 woman who is a businesswoman, right? And she has been someone who actually looks at the ways of her household. Her family doesn't have to worry about how they're going to eat. She dressed them in fine linen and purple. That's just what this woman just decorated her family. She just keeps her family dressed well. She sees a field and buys it. That means she has real estate, all right? Because she bad like that, right? And then she takes care of her maids, so which means then she have a nice house, and she have
Mm-hmm.
people, she have some maids that she takes care of the maid and her family, and then she puts her hand to the poor, so she makes money, so she makes sure that the people who are unfortunate, she takes care of them. And then on top of that, she's a businesswoman, she's selling something. The Bible says she sells linens and garments, so she's selling something. So I always tell women, do not be afraid of the sales industry, because the only way to make money is that you have to master how to provide a service or move a product. It's simple. You either product based or you service based. Make your money. Somebody is looking for you. Don't you go and shop? If you go and shop, that's someone who has a business and has what you need available for you. So all you're doing is doing the exact same thing. And once you around business women, you're going to get more and more comfortable about doing business. And that's why I like your organization, Elite Business Women Association, because you got to bring all the business women together and you got to say, it's time to move, baby. March 4th. If you don't have a business, start a business. If your job is not enough, you know what you need to do. You need another source of income coming in. And in the scripture it says, her husband is known in the gates because of her. That's just how bad she is. You understand? She has money. She's helping people and she's helping them. This woman made some powerful moves. Powerful woman. If she's able to do all of that, have real estate, she trades, like the merchants, she sell to them. She sell to everybody. So she's able to take care of her family and her family eat the best. And it says it doesn't matter that the winter come in. Doesn't matter. She has her food stored up. She stocks up on things. Her family is not in lack. That's what this woman does. This is Women's History Month. So these are the things that we ought to do. So you ought to be around women who you hear them talking about a deal. You hear them talking about opening markets. You hear them talking about global distribution. You hear them talking about, let me negotiate this deal. I want to be able to do business with this doctor. I want to do business with this accountant. You know something? I need to connect with a branding and marketing strategist because I have to edify my business. I have to get my business to the next level. And I want you to understand that when you connect with powerful women, you should not be feeling funny about talking about your business. If you feel funny about talking about your business in an environment, you're in the wrong environment. You're in the wrong place. Because if you in a place of edification, everybody's supposed to know their own purpose and their own assignment. They won't feel funny. They will applaud you. They would say, you know something? I know somebody who needs what you have, give this person a call. If you are in the right environment, they are not ashamed or they do not have a problem with calling your name in another room. Never. If they're powerful, that means that they are not insecure. They shouldn't have a problem. If you're doing well, they should not have a problem applauding you. They shouldn't have a problem. So if you are feeling funny in an environment, you need to leave because it messes up your intellect. It messes up your creativity. You are not able to produce in an environment where you are tolerated. You got to be able to be celebrated. Otherwise, you have to leave. You have to exit and apply the speed of implementation to that. Exit now. What about that? We can't do it. Not before. Not in for. No more. No more will you tolerate people. You know they're around you. You see them smirking behind your back. Who she thinks she is. No, you got to go. You have to leave. You understand? So that's the end of that. Deal with that. People who have your best interests at heart shouldn't have a problem complimenting you. When I got into business and I was praying to God about how to do my business, one of the things I had to learn to do was to edify people. And so I would just force myself to do it. And you have to force yourself to do it because it's a seed that you're sowing. There's nothing wrong for me to say, boy, listen here, Sha'Nail, Monique, your eyelashes are off the chain. They are so cute. They are beautiful. I like that. What's wrong with me telling you your lashes are nice? Nothing. What's wrong with me telling you, you curl your hair yourself? That's nice. What's wrong with me telling you your lipstick is popping? Nothing. Make it a habit of intentionally edifying people. We have an awesome social media platform, and that's what I use the platform for, to edify. Congratulations. Anytime I see someone, it's a seed I'm sowing. You know why? Because I'm next. You got to understand laws and principles. So anytime someone has a book, anytime somebody does anything, congratulations. Congratulations. You look great. You're in the spirit. You know, I'd be like to type that. You are in the spirit. That means I agree what you said and you are totally on point. Those are the things that I do on the platform. You don't know what that does to people because, everybody has a story. And everybody has some sort of drama situation they're dealing with in their life. And this outlet, if we're going to be on the platforms, we have to use it for good.
That's right.
So I believe in edification because it's coming back to you. Listen, and I'm so excited to for my chapter in Power Moves, because I just love that word power. And what I want you to do is I want you to call the women's names who are part of this project, because they next. Everybody is to be edified. I see one or two of them I was trying to tag, but my time went away from me. But I know you know who they are. I want you to take a couple minutes and edify them, because we have to. It's a seed and it's a principle that is tied to wealth, and so we have to do it.
Okay. Well, I'm so super excited about your chapter as well, Dr. Anastasia. When you reached out and said, what is this book you're doing? I can't say it in your, what is this book you're doing? And you know me, it's called Power Moves, and you already had knew what it was, but you just, and you asked me about it, and then you said you wanted to be a part of it. I was elated. And then, when we have Lanisha Bridges, she's on. She's an amazing woman of God as well. She was at the Beauty and Brains brunch this weekend, and she definitely walked in her calling this weekend. Also, we have Kristen Renee Hall, and she's on here as well. I don't know if she's on here, but I wish I could type her name because I'm looking at their names. And then we have Nicole Kearney, Dr. Nicole Kearney as well. And then we have Apostle Verenda as well. And then we also have Prophet Dr. Patricia Lee as well. And then we have Pamela Thompson Fox. Let me just tell you, all of the women that are in this book are making power moves in their own industry. Like Dr. Anastasia said, no women, it's got to feel funny. No women has to feel like this snickering behind their back. They're able to come together and talk about their book. Talk about their chapter, talk about their business. And let me just tell you, and we celebrate them. We're celebrating them today because they're in this anthology, because this is what women do. We're supposed to uplift and encourage each other. other. We're supposed to pull each other up as well. Iron sharpens iron. We're here, like Dr. Anastasia say, I'm on everybody post, beautiful, gorgeous. I'm edifying, uplifting, encouraging. And that's I learned the power of that edification when I was in multi-level marketing, that I edify my leaders. You edify people and tell the good about them so that someone knows that, listen, this person is good. Dr. Anastasia is great. Let me just tell you, she's an amazing woman. Every time she speaks, I got a notepad sitting here taking notes for what she said. That's how you do when you get around someone that pours out their knowledge and their wisdom to you. And so I thank God for her and the women that are on today. I see Tamron on. I do see Lanisha. I see Tarisha on. I think my daughter's on. I see is it Vice President or Platinum President and Annette Gay, or I see also I see Naima on. I see Apostle Tammy on. So I just want to call out Christy on. I just want to call out a couple of women that are on tonight, that are rocking with us, that are riding this thing out with us, that are making power moves. And if you're making power moves, put your business in the comment. Put what kind of tag your business in the comment for us tonight so we can call out your business name in the atmosphere and pray for your business, because you're going to be making more moves than you eyes haven't seen, ears haven't heard. God is going to do for your business tonight because you joined the power moves, the entrepreneur takeover tonight. And I definitely want to give it back to Dr. Anastasia.
You bad. I like that. You bad at edification. That's really really good. And you know as we continue on with this, you talking about power moves, and you're talking about the women who are part of this. And so you want me to give you a power move for everyone who's a part of the book? A power move is a wonderful event in the Bahamas. What about that? Make that a power move. You tell them that. If you want to talk about power move, tell them to do that, because it's better in the Bahamas. They can come to the Bahamas. Everybody, yeah, and we can have a wonderful little, time. I think everyone who is a part of the book should get to meet one another personally. So you tell them I say that. I'm coming to the Bahamas, right? So I'm serious about that. No joke. I see you laughing, but I'm really serious
No,
about it. You know I'm serious about that.
yeah, I'm gonna make it happen.
Okay, good. All right. So good. So and along with that, I know we're gonna get together and everybody is going to say what everybody does, and support one another in business. And I'm a platinum president with Artist Life. We are reshaping our nutrition. I could put a body together. You know that I will put everybody in an angel bra and put them in a proper garment, because you can't sell a dream looking like a nightmare. That's what we say. You understand? So you got to be on point. And as a matter of fact, you laughing? And here's the thing: whenever you're going to do something, first impressions are lasting, and you never get to make a first impression a second time. And believe it or not, people look at you from your head straight down to your feet the minute that they meet you. They're looking to see what you look like and all that sort of stuff. And so we want to be able to really connect and connect our businesses together, and so everybody wins. That's what this is, a win-win situation. And what I also like is the fact that you have women around you who are open-minded. That's very, very important, because you're not going to be able to learn anything unless you're open-minded, and you're open to new ideas and things like that. So this here, and as I talk about it, as the new year was coming in, my church in the Bahamas, our theme for this year is, I know you would have heard me say it, and I'm going to say it again. This is the year of the unusual. Some unusual things are going to be happening this year. Some destiny helpers are going to be assigned to you. There's going to be people who's going to call you. That's why you keep your phone charged. Make sure your phone don't be dead. They're going to call you and say, hey, I see what you're doing. I want you to call this person. They're going to invest $300,000. They're going to invest 200,000, but you got to stay consistent. You got to be powerful in your endeavors, and you have to be intentional about what it is that you're doing. And you cannot be ashamed of what it is that you're doing. If you're not, if you're ashamed about what you're doing, don't expect to make money from it. Cannot, it's because you're violating a law. You cannot be ashamed of what you want to make money from. That does not work. You have to edify, you have to consistently promote what it is you have. Somebody needs what you have. And when I have people ask me, every time you post it, I say, well, come off my page. You don't have to listen to nothing I say. Why are you looking? And as a matter of fact, how you know I posted and you watching? So if you have a problem, this social media is free for me. This is my page. This is my platform. I could post what I want to post on here, and that's how you said that you sent me a friend request because we was trying to figure out how this thing worked out. You sent me a friend request, or I sent you a friend request. How did it go?
I think I sent you a friend request and then you inboxed me the meet. Let's talk about what's going on.
Okay, yeah, that's because I'm trying to remember. And so I think when you sent me a friend request, I said, greetings from the Bahamas, because you know I always edify my country is better than Bahamas. It's the place where God lives. All right. And so I think I said greetings from the Bahamas. And then we got to talk about what it is that we were doing. Oh my goodness, I'm seeing women post their businesses. This is awesome. Keep posting, keep posting, keep posting. Never be ashamed of what it is that you put your hand to the plow, because the Bible says that God gave us the power to create wealth. The power. That's why we're making power move. This is the year to make power moves. And as we celebrate Women's Month, this is the month to take a retrospect. Look to see what you're doing wrong. Look to see if you are actually networking with people. Look to see if you are saying, listen, I will buy from you if you will buy from me. And that's another topic. You know, that's my topic, the law of reciprocity. And a lot of times people, you don't make it in business because you have bad ways. You only want people to buy from you, but you wouldn't buy from nobody else. That can't work. You have to support someone else's business, and then it's going to be reciprocal. If people only look at you as a liability, they're going to run from you. What do you bring to the table? It has to be a two-way street. You understand? So it has to be Sha'Nail Monique, Sha'Nail Monique, Sha'NailMonique.com. It has to be I help you and you help me. This has to be, if this relationship wasn't reciprocal, I would not be here, because I would say to you, you got to be joking. I'm not talking to you. But you help me, you laughing. You help me and I'm helping you. And so I don't feel tension. Okay? I don't feel funny about talking about my business with you, and you don't feel funny talking about your business with me, because you already tell me, listen, this is what I do. Anytime I pop into the room, and you say this all the time, it is Sha'Nail Monique, Sha'Nail Monique, Sha'NailMonique.com. Guess what? I can't be mad at you for that. That belongs to you, and who mad got to stay mad, because that's you. You understand what I'm saying? And so you want to be around people where you don't have to walk on eggshells. If you have to walk on eggshells, it's not a power move. We are here to talk about power moves. And those of you who are on here, when the book come out, we are not afraid to ask you to buy the book, because you are going to operate in the law of reciprocity. We are bringing out a book and we are saying, I'm going to need you to buy the book. Okay? Because we don't have a problem with asking you to buy, right? And so whatever it is you have, you ask us to buy to. Get into the habit of asking people to buy from you. There's nothing wrong with that, because you buy from other people. And so as you are in those rooms and you're hearing people talk about it all the time, you're going to feel more and more comfortable about it. And sometimes a spirit of religion sometimes allows us to think, I remember when I first started my business, I had okay, this was the time I was not in the spirit, so you have to excuse me on this time. I was shopping. I was at the food store, right? And I was looking good. I tell you no lie. I was snatched. I looked good. I had on, let me tell you what I had on. I had on a nice pair of jeans. I had on a jacket and I had some heels on. I had on pearls because I love pearls, right? And Women's Month, every woman should have, please tell me you all have some nice pearls because every woman should have some nice pearls. I just love pearls, okay? And so I'm sitting there, I'm snatched, right? I'm looking good. And this particular lady was asking me about our garment, the body magic, right? And this particular lady from church, she stopped and she like, every time I see you, you selling something. Every time you selling to people, you selling something, you selling something. Before I got emotional intelligence, I stepped out of the spirit. I might as well tell you the truth. And I said to her, I thought she talking to me. I didn't realize she was talking to you. And what, but I said it, I wasn't loud, but I still said it anyhow. It was like a nice, nasty kind of thing. I mean, like I said, I stepped out of the spirit. Sometimes I still do it, but I try to be in as much as possible. I said to her, why you have a problem with me talking to her? She want what I have, and I didn't ask you to buy anything from me. And so, sometimes you have people who just hate us around you, who just don't understand your assignment or understand what you're doing. And sometimes every now and again you got to deal with them. And I said to her, I don't know why you're in my business because I'm not speaking to you. But help me. You got to understand. I asked the Lord to forgive me, but she made me mad. I was a little upset. But now, understand that because I looked like what I was selling, she asked me for it. All right. And so I didn't have a problem talking about it. And then sometimes people would say, oh, you only in it for the money. Well, why else are you in business? I mean, is there any other reason why you are in business other than to make some money? I mean, what is business for? She just confused me, and tried to put this religious thing. No, sweetie, don't do it. Here's what to do. Here's what I told her. I said, let me tell you what to do. Go to work, because I know that she works for government. Go to work for 30 days and tell them don't pay you. Just give up your time. It's in as though you won't be deep. You understand? You are working. I am working. It's just that this is my business. I'm an entrepreneur. Now, whatever you do at the government office, you work on their team. All right? And so your leader is going to pay you for your work. I work on my team. My team is Team Artist. This is my business, and I'm working my business for my pay. Now, you could continue on working for your pay, but why are you bothering with me? Don't bother me. You know, you have that. And you, if I didn't defend my business, I would not have made a power move. And sometimes people make you feel inferior because you are focused in your business, as if you're not supposed to be focused. You are supposed to be focused on your business because it is a power move. You are to be paying attention to your business. You are to be paying attention to the numbers. If you want to make $10,000 a month, you got to pay attention. You have to focus. You have to make a power move and gather the right team. That's a power move. Gather the right team. If you know someone on your team is not doing or giving what you want to give, you have to make some assessments. You hire and fire accordingly because you are the CEO. Your business is not a non-profit organization. Your business is your business. That's a power move. Why? Because you have children. You have legacy. You have things to do. You have property to acquire. This is the year of acquisition. This is the year to make some power moves. This is a year to make some big checks, because you're gonna have to. Some of you are like, if you are the person in your family, and this is how you know, if you are the person in your family that anytime anything goes wrong, they call you. If that's you, your family's money is tied up in you. Go and get your family money. Every day. If it's time to plan the family reunion, If anytime there's a funeral, you have to do everything for your family, the money tie up in you. Go and get your family's money. Is you. Because people see it in you. They see the leadership in you. They see that you're able to do this kind of thing. And so anytime sometimes you get attacked, understand, because people trying to stop you from doing what it is you're supposed to do. That's just how powerful you are. And you need to continue to make power moves because you are powerful. Wow. I told you to stop me at any point in time. You could stop me.
I, 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 I'll let you continue on because I love to hear it myself and take notes. And you said you can't sell a dream looking like a nightmare. Then you said the law, this is the year of unusual. And you told us about destiny helpers are coming. And then you said, gather the right team. The right team is the reason that you would win. The right team, the wrong team is why you would lose. I mean, this is what I'm getting from you today because you have to make power moves for your family. If anybody calls, you need to go get, and everything is on you. You need to move and get your family's money. And I said I had an inheritance. I said I had an inheritance. So I need to go ahead and get what my father has for me and start making these more power moves. And the reason, power moves is so important. The Elite Business Women Association is so important to me because we're inspiring and encouraging and uplifting each other and we're supporting each other. Like she said, the law of reciprocity is because we're here and we're actually, selling stuff and we're buying from each other. And then we're also referring over to other people. Look, okay, you said my sister, I might not be good at this, or I might not have this, or I might can't do this, but I can refer you to someone who can. And so that's my sister. And when I refer you, word of mouth is the most powerful referral process ever. Is that I gave you I edified you and told them, oh, she's amazing. She could do this. She got this. She has this. She already has success at this. So let me just tell you about somebody that can help you. And so with the elite business women, we are the elite, meaning a spirit of excellence, and we walk in integrity and we respect each other, and we collaborate, connect, and we move each other forward to each other's purpose. And it's like she said, if this woman, we help you find that business in you because I'm a visionary and I can see what your product, where you need to come. I have products that I sell, lip gloss, my lip gloss line. I have my eyelash line. I have my hair line. And then I have my magazines. And then I have my books. And then I also have the directory. So I can find a product in what you are, what your gift is. I can find a product anywhere and tell you, oh, well, this is the product that you need to sell in your business to actually expand your business from just a service business to a product business. Or I can tell you this is where your marketing is going wrong, and we need to market you a little bit better on this and get you some new pictures, get your bio together, get your colors and your graphics together, and get your website aligned with all the purposes and the plans that you already offer to this world. And then you're there ready for somebody can go to your website and go click. And like I have women clicking on my website at night while I'm sleeping, I wake up and they're buying they have a lip gloss and want to start a lip gloss line. I can teach people how to start the business that I've started and show them to be successful at it and how to market it. And they be successful and sell out in a day of their lip gloss, and they just got it. So it's a lot of things that we do as women that we need to help other women, and don't be scared, because if another woman does it, it does not block your blessings. All it does is add to it, because it adds to me. It adds value, because evidently if I'm teaching this woman how to do it, she's teaching, and I'm teaching another woman how to do it, it's expanding my territories, because they're going to sell the lip gloss, and I don't have to be the only lip gloss person. It's 100 million lip glosses out here, but I'm not scared of another woman having a lip gloss business. Why? Why would I do that? Why would I be scared of another woman starting her own hairline or her own marketing company? Why would I be scared of any of that if I know my anointing and I'm walking in my full purpose and I make power moves all by myself? I'm just saying, Dr. Anastacia, why would I be mad?
I don't know why. Because there is no competition. There is none. What I can do, you cannot do. And what you can do, I can't do. So I don't even know why people be all stressed out and freaking themselves out and all of that, because we are totally two different people. You understand? And we function differently. Our thought process is different, so we have to kind of all put it together, you know. And so you see, I see Joan Jackson in Antigua says, I have a daughter who makes lip gloss in Antigua and Barbuda. You see that? You have somebody on here from Antigua and Barbuda. You see my point? Just and so you talk about connecting so that you have a global reach. You just never know. That's just how God works. So just do things with dignity, do things with integrity, do things wholeheartedly. If you have a problem with something, because I'm gonna tell you straight and plain, Sha'Nail Monique, Sha'Nail Monique, Sha'NailMonique.com. If I have a problem, I shouldn't have to say, man, why shouldn't I have a problem with this? I don't like this like this. I shouldn't have a problem telling you this because you should know the type of person I am. I'm not going to talk behind your back. I'm going to come straight to you and say, listen, I don't like this. I like this. Could we try this like this? And then you say, no, I don't. We could go back and forth. Just me and you. You understand? The whole world don't have to know me and you having some sort of powwow session. Me and you go back and forth about it, and that's what it is, and that's what we have to teach people, how to have proper communication, because that's a power move. Proper communication is another power move. If you have a problem with someone, and that's the plan of the enemy to keep us fighting against one another, instead of you pick up the phone and you talk to the person direct, you're going to call somebody else and tell everybody what's going on besides the person who you have the beef with. Pick up the phone and call the person you have the beef with and not tell the whole world. That's what be going wrong. And so what happens is you end up sometimes putting your mouth on the person who God sent to help you.
Oh,
Simple conversation fixes a lot of things, because sometimes what you see is not what you see. So your perspective could be wrong. But a conversation, a phone call, can clear up a whole lot of things. So it's and it's so much we could talk about when we talk about power move. This is the month to take action. Today is March 4th, so we have to move forward. If you need to get inventory, go and get it. Simple. We doing business here. If you need to say, okay, let me assess my team members, assess them. My God, it's 8 o'clock. We got to go. I don't know what the time went, but we got to do it now. But we are here to tell you to march forward. March 4th. We here to tell you, get your business to the next level. Right now, monthly, every woman need at least for 10K a month, minimum. Let's talk numbers. Because it don't even make sense. We play around here. We talking power moves here.
that's right.
At least 10K, especially if you have children. Especially if you need to acquire more property and things like that. We can't work with no tree top. That can't work. We need but 10K. So how are we going to get $10,000? We better figure it out. Put our heads together and let's march forward and acquire and get what it is that we need to get. If we need to ask someone for help, ask for the help. Oh my God, Sha'Nail Monique, it's almost 8 o'clock. We got to go because I got to go into another session. And I want to congratulate every other woman who is in on the Power Moves book. Buy it. We can put your money aside. It will not be more than $50. I don't think so. I don't know what the book costs, but it won't be more than $50. And even if it's $50, put the $50 aside because we need it. All right? We're doing this book, and that's what we need. We need you to buy the book. Hello? And that's what we're doing. And all of us who are in business, we need you to support us in business. I need your money. Sha'Nail Monique needs your money. Lanisha needs your money. Who else, doctor? You call on here? There's an apostle. Somebody, hold on. I gotta get everybody's name. Pardon?
Apostle Miranda.
Apostle Miranda not need your money, and there's nothing wrong with that because we're supposed to be pouring into one another. I need you, and you need me, and we have to be free to talk about money. That's a power move. It's not a curse. The Bible say money answereth all things. Let's get in the spirit. Let's get this right. So we need it. So let's help one another get to the next level. And what you make happen for other people, God will make happen for you. That's my story, and I'm sticking with it.
Well, we thank you, Dr. Anastasia. I know you have to go to another meeting, but we thank you for all that you pulled out tonight. I told you guys she's powerful all by herself. I'm just on here just smiling because I love every word of it. You got if you didn't get it, you better go back and watch the replay and take notes like I did. I got notes after notes after notes. So so you guys, that was Dr. Anastasia Lewis. You can go and follow her on Facebook. You can also look, we're going and order off her website. Listen, I have her website. I'm gonna put her website up here as well. And get snatched like her because she was snatched with her pearls and looking good. And you can't sell a dream looking like a nightmare. So and so we are super excited to have you guys. Thank you for joining us with the Power Moves, the Entrepreneur Takeover. Join us again. We're gonna have another segment. I can't say next Monday, but the probably Monday after that. But join us again as we continue to talk power moves with other authors that are in this actual anthology. We want to keep this going. Like she said, it's support each other is very important. So support one another, pour into each other, and let's make power moves together. We'll see you next time here at the Elite Business Women Association. And I am Sha'Nail Monique, Sha'Nail Monique. ChanelMonique.com. Again, Sha'Nail Monique, Sha'Nail Monique, Sha'Nail Monique, Sha'NailMonique.com. Say it 3 times because the 3-strand cord ain't easily broken. Sha'Nail Monique, Sha'Nail Monique, Sha'NailMonique.com. And we're out. We love you. Have a great night, y'all. Have a great night.